What's going on, everyone? It's Jay here. So basically I wanted to make a very quick video, another one, and this one's gonna be basically about me talking about how I feel about this delay on Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Man, I had a feeling, man. I had a weak feeling, but it was there because of the delay that freaking Final Fantasy 15 had. And man, it's Square Enix, so I could be wrong. I may be very wrong in honesty, but I'm pretty sure that there are different teams for Final Fantasy 15 and 2.8. But nonetheless, it's Square Enix in general. So I think there was already announced. Yeah, I think it's different teams, but basically whatever happened in Final Fantasy 15, they needed help. So they got help from the team that was making 2.8 or Kingdom Hearts in general, the Osaka team. So with that, it got delayed, 15 I mean, and then in lieu of that, 2.8 also got delayed, the same amount of time, I think. No, a little bit less, because 15, that was delayed for about 2 months, because it was originally early September, and then now it's late November, like December, basically. So around 2 months or so. So that's, yeah, that sucks as far as 15, but because of that, 2.8 was also delayed a good month. So for Japan, it comes out on the 12th of January, and for us, the US, it is released on the 24th. And there's several complications with that. Not a lot, but I'm gonna go over the ones that I have problems with. And there's basically two. The first one is how, it would have been really good, because what blows me is that they even said that it was gonna have a worldwide release, and now it's not. So it's gonna just be a little bit tedious for us Americans, for us to basically have to not be on the internet basically for about 2 weeks, because if you don't want to get spoiled, everyone's going to be releasing Kingdom Hearts stuff from the Japan game, and then we're not going to be able to play it for the next 2 weeks. Granted, I may play the Japanese version because I'm just that hardcore fan. At least, I might play the Japanese version. I might save 0.2 and back cover for later, but I wouldn't mind playing Dream Drop Distance in Japanese. You guys know that I really like Japanese games. I played Birth by Sleep when it first came out. Like 2009. That's when I was really getting into Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, yo, there's a new one coming in Japan. Who knows when it's coming on in the US? I'm copying it right now. So I kind of got the hang of Japanese Kingdom Hearts games, at least for the most part. But I'm gonna basically have to wait a little bit. And what sucks a little bit more is that since it's a little bit amount of time, it's gonna make us even more anxious to play the game, since everyone else is playing it like 2 weeks before us. That's basically it. And then the second issue, and y'all know that this is coming. Square Enix said that they wanted to have a game each year. So if Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is coming out in 2017, this basically means, and I can say for a fact, that Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably not going to come out until 2018 early. I would honestly say anywhere between March and I want to say June. They usually release their games later in the year, but if Kingdom Hearts were to be released later in the year of 2018, that'd be another 2 years. I know they're relatively close to being done with that game. I know for a fact, man. If anything, all they really need now is the voice recordings and then the final editing of the game. That game is a lot closer to being done than we think. I think I can say that with confidence. But if they were to release it near the end of 2018, because, look at this. we would be getting our next Kingdom Hearts game 2.8 at the beginning of 2017 in January. If we were to get the next game at the end of 2018, that'd be almost a whole 2 extra years. They wouldn't do that. I think it's going to be a little bit earlier in 2018. Granted, it's going to be a few months after the new year. I guess maybe March, anywhere between March and June is where I want to say it might be released. But you know, there's still the possibility that it might be released in like December of 2017 or like January of 2018, the same way that this one is going to be released. But you know, can't get my hopes up now, only because they really bodied me. But all I do have to say is that I am very excited for 2.8. This trailer last night that I stayed up for 5 a.m. in the morning to watch, oh my gosh, my life is in shambles. I don't know what to do. I'm crawling, wanting more. I'm just excited for this game. Oh, sorry. I'm really excited. When they showed other characters like Ventus and Terra, and this is awesome, they were showing CGI of what seems to be the opening to 0.2, but they showed Terra and Ventus, and what's more, they showed Terranort and Vanitas. I was like, bruh, you gonna show me them like that? They looked so strong. I was so psyched. I was like, these two dark characters. But there's a lot of stuff that I want to go over in that trailer. I don't know if I'm gonna do an in-depth trailer. Technically I think I am, but I'm not gonna make it super in-depth. I'm just gonna kind of basically go over everything that's important and then talk about a few things that I think is very notable to me. For a quick example, there was basically, like, it showed Terra and Ventus for a moment, and then it showed Dark Souls circling around the 13 seats for the Seekers of Darkness, the organization. I thought that could be very important, in honesty. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was just a quick one. My thoughts on the delayed 2.8. Very sad, but it's not too bad. It's only a month technically of what we were originally going to get. Maybe around 2 months, because it was suspected that it would come out around the 6th or the 13th, and now it's coming out the 12th of January, but the 24th for us. But yeah, we just gotta wait a little bit longer. But I will be streaming that game, believe me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it up and subscribe if you're not already for more Kingdom Hearts content. And I will see you guys in the next one.